Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into something pretty fundamental. This idea that there are really two selves operating inside of us at all times. You've got the reactive, conditioned ego, and then you've got this calm, conscious observer.
All right, let's kick things off with a big question, one that really gets to the core of what we're talking about today. Think about it for a second. Are you reacting to life, or are you responding to it? Are you just running on old programming, or are you actually making conscious choices? Because that difference, it's huge. It changes everything. So, the way our source material explains it is that we've got these two distinct selves, kind of doing this constant dance inside our heads, right? On one hand, you've got the unconscious self, the ego. This is the part of you that's just on autopilot, totally shaped by your past. And honestly, this is where most of our suffering comes from. But then there's the conscious observer. This is your true self. It's totally rooted in the present moment, and that's where we find peace.
Okay, so first up, let's really dig into the one most of us know all too well, even if we don't realize it, the ego. We're going to break down this powerful, vicious loop that it traps us in.
So, what is the ego really? Well, for starters, it's not actually you. The best way to think about it is like a filter, or maybe a pair of glasses that you've been wearing for so long you forgot they're even there. And this filter, it's made up of everything, all your past memories, your conditioning, all the stuff you've picked up along the way. And it just colors your entire reality, constantly slapping labels on things, good, bad, right, wrong, all based on its old programming.
So how does this whole filter actually work in real time? Well, it's this crazy, fast feedback loop. It goes something like this. Step 1, your senses pick something up. You see something, you hear something. Step 2, boom. Instantly, your ego filter judges it. Step 3, that judgment kicks off a whole chain reaction of thoughts and emotions. And before you can even blink, you're at step 4. You've reacted completely on autopilot. And let's be honest, you've probably just made things a little bit worse.
And what's it like living inside this loop all the time? Well, the source calls it a state of unease. It's this background hum of anxiety. Your life becomes this constant push and pull between fear and desire. You're always judging everything, you're anxious, and you have this nagging feeling that you're somehow separate from it all.
But here's the good news. There's another way to live. And the solution isn't to try and fight your ego or get rid of it. No, it's about awakening something that's already there, something much deeper, your true self, the observer. Okay, so what is this observer? It's super simple, but also really profound. It's the part of you that knows you're thinking. You know that constant chatter in your head? The observer is the silent awareness behind all that noise. It doesn't get tangled up in the drama. It just watches.
And a really key idea here is something called spaciousness. I love this analogy. Think of your thoughts and your emotions like clouds floating by. They come, they go, they change shape. Now, you're not the clouds. You're the big, open, endless sky that they're all happening in. That's spaciousness. It's that inner stillness you feel when you just step back and watch your thoughts instead of being them.
This is so important. The big takeaway is this. You are not your thoughts. You're not your anxiety. You're not your anger. You aren't even your happy thoughts. You are the awareness behind all of it, the part that's just watching it all come and go.
Okay, I know this can sound a little out there, a little abstract, but it's actually one of the most practical things you can learn. So, let's get into the how-to. How do you actually make this shift from being trapped by the ego to living as the observer?
All right, it's a simple but not always easy 4-step process. First up, identify. Just notice when that thought-emotion loop kicks in. Just a simple, oh hey, there's that old anxiety again. No big deal, no judgment. Step 2, accept. Don't fight it, don't try to push it away, just let it be there. Step 3 is to transmute, and this just means you shift your focus. You take your attention off the story in your head and put it on the feeling of awareness itself, that quiet stillness inside. And then finally, step 4, from that place of calm, you can respond consciously instead of just reacting.
And there are some really simple tools to help you do this anytime, anywhere. You can just focus on your breath. Just feel it come in and go out. Or you can tune into your body. Just feel the energy in your hands or feet. These are like little anchors that can pull you out of the crazy thought stream and bring you right back to the present moment, back to being the observer. So, why do all this? What's the payoff? What really changes when you start living this way? Well, we're not just talking about a few nice, calm moments here and there.
We're talking about a complete and total transformation of how you experience your life.
I mean, look at this comparison. It's night and day, right? On one side, you have the ego. Your perception is filtered, you're living in a state of unease, and all you can do is react. But when you shift to the conscious observer, suddenly you see things clearly. You feel a deep sense of peace, and your actions, they become conscious responses, coming from a place of real wisdom in the now.
So really, when you boil it all down, the entire journey is about this one single fundamental shift. It's about moving from reacting to a filtered, distorted version of reality, to responding to what actually is, to the simple truth of this moment.
And this brings us to one last, really powerful way to think about this. The ego. All your thoughts, your problems, your whole life story, all of it. It's just stuff passing through. It's not who you really are. You are the space that it's all happening in. You are that quiet, conscious, unchanging awareness.
So, that leaves us with one final thought, a question for you to take with you. If you know you are the space and not the stuff passing through it, then what are you going to choose to pay attention to? What are you going to allow to define your world, knowing that you have the choice to just watch it all pass by?